And what?
I have a story about that I don't know if I should tell you.
Tell me the story.
Okay, Howie, you ready for this?
Yeah.
So,
welcome to. Is this on? I don't hear it like it's plugged in. Oh, it is on. Welcome to Howie Mandel Does Stuff. I'm Howie Mandel.
I'm Jacqueline Schultz.
And Craig Robinson. The lovely Craig Robinson is in the room.
hello.
Hi.
Thanks for being on today. That was great. That was fun. And that's another episode of Howie Mandel Does Stuff.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. This is the after show, and let's talk about. We could talk about your experience on Howie Mandel Does Stuff. What did you think of it?
It was it's good things go quickly. You know what I'm saying? It went quick. It was like a whoosh. Someone asked me in New Orleans. He said, "If you could describe time in one word, what would you say?" And I said, "Whoosh."
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Profound.
What would you say?
TikTok?
Wow.
That's 2 words. I blew it.
That's an app.
What?
Ting. What would you say?
Woohoo.
Really?
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Why?
Because that's
you
not
put me
time.
on the spot. I don't
Well,
know.
that's the thing.
It's on the spot
It doesn't matter.
question.
You don't have to be that sharp now. This is the after show.
Okay.
You just have to be. You were up for the show. This is the after show.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on, Craig.
You're welcome.
I'm.
Thanks for having me. It's an honor.
Anytime. I'd like you to. Will you come back?
Absolutely.
You don't know
Let's see how
yet.
this goes first.
Yeah.
How do you feel this has gone so far?
So far, well, I'm definitely coming back for the
I
the
showed you.
futuristic
He's talking for those that don't know.
Intergalactic.
I work with this company Proto, which is a hologram company, and I showed Craig on the way in. He saw the holograms, and he said, "Wow, I would like to be part of that because I don't want to go anyplace, but I want to be everywhere." Right?
I didn't say that per se, but that's the idea.
Well, what you
don't-
said was whoosh, and I figured that's you were saving time. Whoosh, this is great.
Do you prefer? I mean, it's so easy to do that. Like do you prefer not to travel?
I do prefer not to travel.
Really? Okay.
I like not. I have trouble even coming here.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to just stay home.
So the pandemic was beautiful for you.
No, it was hard, but
No way.
but because I didn't even get to see my family. In fact, that's why we started this podcast. This was just a ploy to spend time with. This is my daughter, by the way.
Hey, you.
Hi. I am a huge fan.
Thank you.
I'm such a big fan. I'm really excited for today.
Right on. Appreciate that very much.
How was the pandemic for you?
I worked. I was okay, to take that back. So I was locked down for a while, right? But then the Laugh Factory was doing these 2:00 live streams. So I would go and I'd be like playing the piano with the host or whatever, and then cracking jokes in between.
At 2:00 in the afternoon.
2:00 in the afternoon, it was live streaming. We did that for several months, and then
See, that sounds weird to me. I mean, I get that we found ways through Zoom, and I had friends that were working at drive-ins with people who were honking.
Did you ever do that?
No,
Bro, let me tell you something.
Yes, you did.
at the drive-in.
Not the you went by for my daughter's birthday. We did a whole birthday thing with the drive-through.
No, but we're talking about performing.
A show.
Never mind. I
where-
misunderstood. I
You're
wasn't listening.
You're not listening. Once the show is over, she just gives up.
Yeah, but yeah, it's one thing, at the drive-in show. First of all, I was like 6 months about not doing my act or whatever it was, and it's one thing for people to walk out on your act, okay,
But to drive out.
to back up, and a mini traffic jam happens.
Wait, what did I say? You really watched people backing up and getting.
Not really, but they wanted to. They were very kind. Let's tell you what. As soon as it was over, it was a rush to get.
They were driving out.
It was rough. It was a rough comeback.
But were the responses really honking?
Yes. They would honk, and it was just so weird because You could hear him laugh a little bit. Once he really got him, you could hear a nice collective laugh. But it started off
Really?
a little honk, and I would try to get him going with the honks. So it was
Thank you.
It was so weird, man. It was so weird.
It is weird. But then you get
But you were projected through their radio.
right. So you get used to that. And you get used to honking, and now you come back into the real world, and you're on the 405, and somebody's honking, and you go, "Wait, I didn't finish yet." But they're laughing. They're laughing. So, do you live alone? I don't know. I don't know. You're very private, and I'll let you be private unless you're willing to talk about it.
I live alone. Every once in a while, my family stays with me.
Right. But do you date? I don't know anything about you.
I'm taking a little time off and getting everything prepared for the next person.
How do you
So
prepare?
how does one prepare for the next person?
You get on your purpose. You work out. Just do the things that make you happy. Do the things that make you a better person. And
Because you haven't had in the past relationship, whatever that was, you found out that you weren't happy.
Well, I mean, there was, flashes of happiness, but I wasn't fully knowing what I wanted fully, nor was I, my best self.
So you said this is not me, it's you. It's not you, it's me.
It's not you, it's me.
As a dyslexic, I would say, wait, this is not me. This is totally you. As a dyslexic, I'm hard to get along with. I would imagine it's really hard. I'm fascinated with single people. I've been married for 42 years, and this is the product of it. And well, there's been more, right? We have other children. I have other children. Well, but you've been like a single guy in Hollywood for a long time.
I mean, I've had girlfriends. Not you mean married, single, unmarried.
Have you come close to getting married?
The last one, it was I was having some serious thoughts.
That's why you said goodbye.
I was having serious thoughts. Well, she actually gave me an ultimatum. She was like, "Hey, we can get married to this, or we can go on, as friends." And I was like, "Oh, well, okay then. Goodbye."
I'm taking a break. Well, you should work for Hallmark. Wait, okay then, goodbye.
All righty.
How long were you with this person?
About 3 years.
That's
3
long.
or 4 years, yeah. Especially for Hollywood.
It is for Hollywood. Do you meet people in the business or out of the business?
Both.
Are you on apps?
No.
Will you ever date a fan?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Has there been people that come up to you
I've
after
dated a fan or two, sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like date for more than a night?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
Fans are people too.
You
You should make up t-shirts. Fans are people too. I love it. You got a lot in common with Greg. Do you know
What's
that?
When's your birthday?
Well, I wasn't going there, but
December
December what?
14th.
Stop.
When's your birthday?
October 25th.
No way.
Are you kidding me? That is so weird.
Well, no, wait. What do we have in common?
Do you know what he did before he did comedy and music?
What?
He's
Teaching?
He's a teacher.
School teacher, yeah.
Me too.
K through 8 music.
Oh, I did K through 5, but elementary.
I was at a K through
General.
5 school.
That's good.
But he taught
The
8th
first
grade in a K through 5 school. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
I was at 2 schools. When I first started, I was in Indiana, and I was at the school Franklin Elementary and then a school Eggers Elementary. And I would go like every day. I do both schools.
So
And
you
some
do-
days I had like an hour and a half, 2 hour break. It was beautiful because you had to drive from one school to the next.
That sounds beautiful.
Yeah, 2 hour break in between. It was
He
crazy.
liked
then
the break.
summers, too.
It's like your relationships.
I love the break.
Wait, so you're a music person?
Very much so. Yeah, and then summers, I remember the first summer I was teaching. I didn't know you got paid the whole year at this school. So I was getting checks. I was like, what?
Wait, you were just doing it out of the goodness of
I-
showing up?
No, I didn't know you got paid throughout the summer. I don't know that they,
You choose that though.
Yeah,
You
I-
could choose to
I
front
guess
load
I
your.
checked the box and didn't realize it.
Wow. Are you like that with a series and shows
Like
too?
that with everything, probably.
What was the transition from like you're a teacher, so you've already made a commitment in life. Did you have the urge to be in show business while you were teaching?
In college, I knew I was going to go into show business.
You knew that.
I knew that. Yeah, I bought the Judy Carter stand-up book. I was
Judy Carter
Judy
stand-up
Carter
book?
stand-up.
When I watch you do your shows, I go, why does he look so familiar? This guy is Judy Carter. And for those that don't know Judy Carter, do we have a Judy Carter video? Put Judy Carter on YouTube. I want to see what Craig, because I'm such a fan of everything he does, and you're going to get a sense of why he is who he is. We're going to drop the curtain. That's Judy Carter.
That's you.
Which is
She
just
wrote
a white Jewish girl.
Book called Stand Up.
Yeah, but just a
Look,
video.
there it is, stand-up comedy, the book. Yes.
The book?
Yes.
But do a video. See if there's a video of her stand-up. You're going to hear it, and I want to tell some people are watching this on YouTube, but most people are
I've
listening.
never seen it.
No. Yeah, sure,
You've never watched
seen
it?
He's lying.
I've only seen the book.
He's only
So
seen the
this
book. But you'll
this
hear,
is
I want you
why.
to know the next thing you're about to hear is not Craig. This is his inspiration for comedy. Let's see. What is this?
This is
An
a
ad.
commercial.
Oh, here we go.
All right.
This is Judy Carter.
What a crowd. Well, we're going to have an ambiance night, huh?
Avion.
I've been practicing this magic trick. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to perform this magic.
So
Throughout
you.
history,
Quirky.
perhaps the oldest living illusion is the illusion of the linking rings. This is where two solid steel pieces of metal mysteriously link upon each other like that. I'm going to perform this feat of prestidigitation, the illusion of the linking rings. Roberto!
She has music like you do.
Music. She got Roberto.
She's got.
Wow.
This is amazing.
It really is.
Magic!
Do you know her, Howard?
Yeah? That's all right. All right. I think we've seen enough.
It was the only book on stand up out. And I was like, how do you do this? How do you if you get into comedy? I remember going to the comedy clubs and
Chicago. You're from Chicago.
And I remember I asked a comedian who's very popular,
Who?
Godfrey. Godfrey's out of Chicago.
Okay.
And I was like, how you do comedy? And he was like, and like I didn't realize there were people as silly as I was. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I felt that that was my discovery into comedy too. It was an accident. So you didn't know people were as silly.
Right. And I was trying to get straight answers out of people, and they was all being like how I am with other people. And I was like, I'm trying. Because people are like, how do I know when you're serious and stuff? So that's what I found out. There were other people like that.
So Godfrey, did he get you on stage? How did you get?
No. I just remember he was one of the people who
He said, Godfrey,
who was
no-
already he was like, well, the people was kind of being silly, but like I was really serious about the question, but like I'm a young, never done comedy dude, and he's like, he was Godfrey already in Chicago. He's already
Right,
killing
he's
it.
already killing. So he said to you, young man, go get that Judy Carter book. On
No. I was in college, and I was like, how do you do? I was obsessed with the idea of doing comedy. I was watching David Letterman when he had the gym shoes on, and I was watching MTV Half Hour Comedy Hour, and that was one of the things I saw was like, because they would do these shows where people would do like 2-3 minutes of comedy on, and they would have shows like themes. So family. So you see 4 or 5 comics go up and do, the theme of family, whatever. And they just catching people in the middle of their act or whatever tape they submitted. So I would see these come. I'm like, oh,
Where did you see
I
those?
feel like I can do. I was just watching on TV, and I was in college, but I was really, I guess, Howie. I got chosen. I was struck with some kind of lightning bolt of you are going down this path. It was.
So you're in
had to do
college.
it.
You're trying to become an educator,
I
right?
I went to college and I started. I knew teaching was a good job, and my mother was a teacher, and music teacher. So I started following that, but by the time I got to junior senior year, I knew that I was going into this.
But you learned music. You were teaching music.
I was teaching.
And
I was going to. I was really learning music. I wanted to be a singer.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like
I was
you
going
were,
in for singing, and then, like I said, comedy just came in. Excuse me, everybody, and this became my passion.
did the family support you?
My father tried to talk me out of it.
right?
He said,
Smart man, right?
"It's smart man. Of course, who wouldn't? You know,
Right. My son is in college for music. He's reading a Judy Carter book. I'm not
No,
thrilled
but
with
you
it.
already had a good job, right?
He called it pie in the sky. Y'all want that pie in the sky? And
He's
now
right, though.
Now I'm telling him, yeah, it's delicious actually.
Yeah.
But
Which is the name of your band.
Nasty Delicious. That's correct. So,
Right.
so yeah, he was like, yeah, that's only. And this is one of the first. When I knew I was going to comedy, I was going to the comedy clubs and checking stuff out. He's like, you know, it's only about 100 or so comedians that's made it, or something like some low number. And I'm like, in my mind, everybody on the comedy walls have made it. So I figured, that was one of the first times I'm like, oh, my father doesn't always know what he's talking about. Because everything else was his word was law. Then I was like, wait a minute, this is something different. So then I was, I knew I was breaking off.
Wow.
Did they end up supporting you after you?
Yes.
Oh,
absolutely.
$1,000,000,000%.
I got to talk to his family. We worked together a couple of years ago. They were so supportive, so loving, so great. He actually works with his brother. Is your brother still in the band?
Yeah.
Nasty Delicious.
Yeah. That's my right hand.
Yeah. So you go but you said you were in college and you knew you wanted to do this, but you graduated college and then got a job teaching.
Yeah.
And then
same year I graduated, I threw my head officially into the open mics so it was 94.
And you were teaching during the day.
I was teaching during the day, doing comedy at night. And also I was a bouncer at a club. But when I say bouncer, I mean I was the guy that went to get the bigger guys. Hey, they're fighting over there.
Were you ever in a fight?
I was in a couple of fights. Yeah.
Wow, because that's a
young,
tough. It was a tough town, right? Is it tough? I don't know.
I wasn't in fights as a bouncer. No, I was young kid.
Are you from a tough part
South
of Chicago?
Side? Yes.
Oh, South Side of Chicago.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or you just had to be at a 4th of July parade.
Oh, that's horrible.
So horrible. Like, what is going on?
I know. And did you live close to there?
And then it happened again in Philly
last night?
Yeah.
Really?
I did not see that one.
The second, it was another mass shooting, I think, in Philly.
Oh my God.
That is awful. Okay. Sorry, I brought the.
Isn't it great? It's bring your daughter to work day.
I'm sorry, I brought the mood down. I didn't mean to. I saw it, and he brought up Chicago, and then it's horrible. And I know that's your
He's from
hometown.
Chicago,
Yeah.
and you thought, listen, we were smooth. We were into a conversation, and why not? You know what this conversation needs? A mass shooting.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm done. What was the moment when you decided to get out of teaching and go straight to
what a great
comedy?
segue! What a great segue!
Stop it! I'm done.
So you were doing open mic. You were doing open mic nights.
Am I red?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were doing open mic night.
Open mic nights.
But did the staff, the other staff, and you said up to 8th grade, some of the 8th graders, did they know that you were doing comedy?
So I started teaching in 94. I taught for a year at this one in Indiana. Then I moved over to Chicago. So I was there for about 2.5 years teaching. And by the end of it, yes, because I went on Def Comedy Jam in 1997, it aired. It was the end of 96, but 97 it aired. Fast forward through a lot of stuff as far as comedy career, but you asked about the kids and the staff. So in 97 it aired, and then they were like, Mr. Robinson, what you on Def Comedy Jam? So that became a thing for about half a year, I think, till I left.
So that's and was that a tough decision to go? Listen, I'm not, because a lot of people don't have a plan B, and you had a check.
I was blessed. I did Montreal
Just for laughs.
in 2008, just for laughs. Shout out.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
I'm sorry, 1998. I did Montreal. I've done it 3 times now. 98, 08, 19. Anyway, I did it in 98, and from there, I did New Faces in 98, and then from there I went to I came to Hollywood, and I got a bunch of meetings. I had 14 meetings, and it was so stressful. But I ended up getting a development deal from Green and Lowry from back in the day.
Wow.
Yeah, and then nothing happened from that deal, but I did get a check, which was able to make me say, you know what? I got enough to move out to LA.
And ever since then, you have been, there isn't one thing. I wanted to ask a question since I saw it. Is Hot Tub Time Machine based on a true story?
Yes.
I thought so.
1,000%.
So do you like doing, what do you like? Because you're doing TV, you're on a series.
How about Sausage Party? Weren't you in Sausage Party
Yes,
too?
yes.
Yeah,
He's
that's a
in
true
it.
story.
No, that's animated.
That's
not.
just
No, it's based on a true It's
No,
based on a true
no.
story.
So not true.
Okay, I'm done with this interview. I was looking forward to today.
That's stupid, Jackie. That's just stupid. That's a Sausage Party. It's a true story.
Everything to stay.
It's nuts. I'm sorry, but she's the kid, so we gotta just appease.
Schultze.
Nepotism.
Schultze.
Yeah.
See, what is so you're doing a series right now?
Yes, it's called Killing It.
Yes. And are you killing it? Are you loving it?
I'm loving it.
And it's
we
picked
are
up.
Killing it. We picked up for a second season.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And do you like, because you are all over the place as far as, whether you're playing with Nasty Delicious and touring and doing comedy and music, or you're doing, acting in a movie, or you're doing voice in a TV show, or you're doing voiceover. Like you do it all.
Pizza Hut. Gain. Commercials too.
Commercials.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're singing. You do musical commercials now.
Yeah, I have done so.
No, but you are. I
have
see
done-
you singing
I have-
about laundry.
I
I saw you flinging laundry and singing. You do. Which one is that? The Gain? Is
That's
that?
the game. That's
Yeah, do Craig
Gainiac,
Robinson. Well,
Gainiac.
it's like from Flashdance, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
put up the Gain commercial because I do like that. Was that so? They came to you, and did they say? Did you write that? Like, did you say I want to do the song from Mania?
No, they came with the full idea.
Is this it? Gainiac? Is that it?
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, so this is you. This would when I saw this, I thought, oh my God, Judy Carter is going to be so proud.
Shout out Judy Carter, man. She-
Okay.
Oh, then I'll tell you who else, dude. Neil Lieberman. I called him one time.
Here we go.
Are we going to be allowed to play this?
I don't care.
Just a small town guy on a laundromat, looking for the sight of his life. Is born no detergent, no one knows.
Oh, my knees were hurting right there.
Nose needs something new.
This is when you say, see, Mom and Dad, it's a good thing I didn't stay in teaching.
The way you wash, if you add a fling or
That's not me.
happiness is a new laundry routine. I'm a Gainiac, and what's
Check
more,
my drawers.
I'm happier than I've ever felt before.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a
Almost flinging.
Gainiac, shake my drawers. It's a feeling like I've never smelled before.
Give Gain flings.
There you go. Cut. That's amazing. You didn't write the lyrics?
I did not.
So that you read, I'm a Gainiac, smell my drawers. And you went, we're going to have like an old man and you're going to throw your underpants on his face.
Brittany Balboa is my commercial. Well, she does most
Shout
of my
out.
commercial stuff at UTA, and that's like always the best email to get.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
But that's great. Was that hard to do? How many takes? Like, that's a lot of work.
That's a
Because
lot of
you
work.
were not only singing, you were dancing.
That's a lot of work over a couple of days, or 1 or 2 or 3 days, but it's
But you got a
fun.
fortune. You made a fortune.
That's a fun thing to do.
Getting the check is more fun.
Check is nice. Check is
Check
nice.
is
when they come
really nice.
What's your favorite thing to do? Commercials, stand-up, TV,
on stage.
on stage,
Live.
stand-up? I
Yeah,
feel like
live.
every comedian says that. That's her
I'm
number
actually
one thing.
it was my number one thing, not anymore. I'm afraid now.
What's your name? Dolly. Hello, Dolly.
That's me. That's really of a
Bro,
40-year career. That's all you got from me.
Bro, I just remember my
Judy
whole,
Carter
my
and my
whole family cracked up.
That was in
when you
Chicago,
did
you know that.
And you were just improvising
at
walking through.
the Bismarck Theater in Chicago.
You was just improvising in the crowd, bro.
Wow. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Judy Carter and Howie Mandel. You listen to us too. And you could
Then
be
you get
the next
Craig.
Craig Robinson. What I love that you're able to do, you are an improviser, and I saw them do this with you on The View, and you did it a lot, even in the show that we were doing, Karaoke.
Karaoke Showdown, which apparently is not coming back.
Karaoke Showdown, we did. I know, you know who was upset with me, but it wasn't my idea, and I didn't do it. You don't want me to say this, Rich?
I'll do from, what's it called?
What's his name?
Corden?
Yeah.
James Corden.
He was
James
actually
Corden.
upset?
Yeah, he thought that we stole the idea because he does carpool karaoke, but it wasn't even close to that.
It wasn't, no.
No, but he's been mad at me. I've never been on that show.
You have a lot of enemies.
I do?
He gave a show up, didn't he? Oh,
Yeah,
yes, he's leaving.
he's leaving. Yeah.
He's going to be doing, I think he's doing.
I'll make a call.
Have you been on that show?
Yeah.
Even after you did our karaoke show?
No, I'm banned.
I am too.
No, I don't know.
Have you done it since we did that show?
I have not done it since we did the
See?
show.
That's why.
That's
Then again,
why.
I would have to check the dates. I honestly do not know. I would have to check the dates because
I'm telling you, you're banned from that show. You and I have been banned from that show. And you know who else I've never seen on the show?
any other contestants from Karaoke Showdown?
No, Judy Carter.
What?
She has not
Impossible.
Wait,
I think so.
have you actually talked to him? Has he said?
No,
he's
I
mad at
tried
you?
to call him and he didn't return my call. I tried to call him because I heard he was mad because the network posted something like, because they did karaoke in a car, we weren't doing karaoke in a car. We were doing like a game show. We were doing like Cash Cab, and they had to answer questions. And you had the hardest job in the world. I felt so bad. That was the network. He had to drive and host and what?
I have a story about that I don't know if I should tell you.
I'll edit it if it's not good. Tell me the story.
Okay, Howie, you
Yeah.
ready for this?
Yeah.
So, we're doing Karaoke Showdown.
This is the cold opening right now. Okay.
So the first day,
Mhm.
I got there 11 a.m.
Right.
5 p.m. They're like, okay, we're ready for you.
5 p.m.
5 p.m. Yeah, that was the first day. So the second day, I got there.
We were a well-oiled machine, weren't we?
I got there 11 a.m.
Yeah.
and I'm thinking, well, they're probably gonna be ready till 4 or 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
I took an edible. Howie, they were like, okay, hair and makeup was ready for you. I was like, what? It was hair and makeup, bro. Bro, they were ready. Bro, and it kicked in. I was like, no. And I got to drive this gigantic van with $2 million worth of camera equipment. And they were like, Craig, okay, go ahead, back up the van. So like, I'm looking at the cameras. I'm looking at my reflection. I'm like, okay, stop moving your lips. Stop chewing. Okay.
You know what? They came to me one day and they go, I don't think he feels well. Do you remember that, Rich? They came to me. They said, I don't think he feels well. He's not really responding like he did yesterday.
Bro. Then I was like, well, it just has transport back the van up because I'm sure going to run this van into the. So I was so terrified. Anthony Anderson was on. So we sat down, we were talking. I was just trying to keep myself together. And then they were like, okay, Craig, let's go. And, thank God we were doing 25 miles an hour. Somebody in front, somebody in back. I was able to go.
Oh, you have no idea. I'm going to leave this in. But I got to tell you, so here was the thing. We had such technical problems. So the first day, the network kept saying, we need to get, I think we had I think it was like $5 million worth of recording equipment. We didn't know, James Corden show had nothing on us. It was like crazy. And I said, we don't need all this. I wanted to do it like kind of lo-fi. I didn't even want you driving. I said, you could be fun in the front seat. Let there be another driver. It was supposed to be like an Uber just shows up and you get in and then we fuck with you and you go, you're on a game show. They made us get this. It was like a Sprinter van, which was like a Mercedes. Mm-hmm. And they made us put like 20 different, all these weird robotic cameras and sound, so much so that it ended up like being 5 million. The reason that was the first day they fucked up, when they drove, the whole thing overheated and all the cameras went down and they couldn't figure out how to get everything working. The next day they go, okay. And we only had one, like if this vehicle got in any kind of accident or if a camera went down or the electricity went, we were just shut. That shut the whole thing down. So it's good to know that the host was higher than a fucking kite on the streets of L.A.
Bro.
in $10 million worth of...
And I knew we didn't have any more time to waste. Like, the first day, I didn't know that had happened.
Right.
I just thought, oh, well, we get here at 11, shoot at 5.
Oh, you thought that was our schedule?
I thought that was... That's why I took that. I was like, I'm going to just chill out in the trailer, and just...
Were you not freaking out on the street?
What? My freak out happened mostly before. Once we got out there and got in traffic, I was like, okay, we're going nice and slow. I don't have to really make decisions because you got somebody in front of me, somebody back of me.
You don't have to make decisions. You're driving.
Bro, I mean, well, there was that, but I'm saying it was just, I wasn't like, I was driving, but I'm following the lead car.
Okay, but you're driving.
I'm driving.
And you have to make turns.
It was
You have to
horrible.
read the signs and the signals.
And I have to
And
tell
you have
jokes.
to-
And you
and
have to talk.
improvise and interview people and do a game show. Who was the guy in the back? He was so funny. It was
I
the
don't know.
guy who
There was
made-
some guy in the back. I think he's going
he
to
would
be
pop
here
up-
later. It might be
pop up
Tom.
and do the rules.
Yes, because you'd go, and we would say, I remember the second day, somebody said, I don't think Craig knows the rules anymore. And I go, how can he not know the rules? He knew the rules yesterday. How could Craig not know the rules? Craig was flying like a kite.
Howie, I wanted to tell you so bad, but I was like, I couldn't let you down, man. I couldn't.
It would have been way better. You should have told him.
But what would we have done? And we had a like a guest star. We had Anthony Anderson is in the back going to sing. He's only there. He's giving us like a 2-hour
But an
window.
edible doesn't wear off anyways. Like it went to.
It takes you time to get used to it. Like,
I'm telling you, but once we got started rolling, it was.
how many milligrams do you take?
Let me go. I don't remember what that was back in the day.
Was it
Back in the
CC?
day.
I mean, because I had these things, like it was a lot in there, but you take a little sliver, and I took a little sliver. And I was like, here we go, and it kicked in right when I needed.
As you got into traffic.
right before, like, when they said back up the van, I was like, I'm gonna let the transport do that.
You know that I remember that because they said, okay, we're ready to go. Craig's just going to back up and we'll get out of here. And then I hear on the radio, Craig doesn't want to back up. I go, what do you mean Craig doesn't want to back up? Can we get a grip here to back up the truck? What do you mean? There's nothing behind Craig. He doesn't want. Craig just doesn't want to back up. I'm thinking that's his thing. I'll take the show, but I'll only do it in drive. I will not do anything in reverse. Do you know we had those conversations? Oh, that's so funny. That is so funny. And I remember that they don't feel good. The guy that was in the back, was it Tom? Who was in the back? Do you remember who was in the back, Rich? There was a guy in the van behind people. He had to be under a blanket. It was 180 degrees. He has no idea that the guy driving is stoned out of his fucking mind.
Oh my gosh. Bro.
It's like Pineapple Express in that van.
In real time, my friend.
Oh, that's so funny. I'm glad you told me now.
Yeah.
Now it makes sense. About 6 years later. So many things are making sense. Why you wouldn't back up, why I never see you on James Corden, and why I have this attraction to Judy Carter that I never know. But you've answered so many questions in this after show party that we're having. Are you touring right now?
Yes, I'm going to Detroit actually tomorrow.
Do you? I ask the same question to every comic that comes on. Do you get concerned? You said you love stand up, and I used to love stand up. Do you not get concerned that people are too critical of what might be said and what is done, or how?
I see people filming and stuff. I don't know why it bothers me so much. I'm like, hey, well, I do know why, because I know you want to be vulnerable, you want to say whatever you want to say, and then who knows how it will come out. Sometimes that's the beauty, actually, of what we do. I haven't gone too deep into anything where I'm worried about something being posted, whatever. But it does annoy me to see people trying to record and.
Well, that's what Chappelle puts him in. He has those lock cases. Or whatever.
It's and to the people who want to do that. It's like it's imagine singing in the shower, and then all of a sudden somebody just rips the curtain open and then is filming you. You know, you're gonna cover up. So it's like I'm having fun being loose, and I see somebody. It's like
Do you talk to them? Do you stop in the middle and go put that down or stop recording?
I do stop a lot, especially it's the. And I was just in Bahamas, and I was telling people to stop recording. And by the time somebody new would come in, I was like, "Tell them the rules," and then you have other people stopping people from recording. So it'd be cool like that. But yeah, I'll tell them, and then but you can't really control that. But
So
the ones you don't see.
Okay, and that fear doesn't overtake the joy of being worried about context?
No, because I'm getting more used to it now.
Used to what?
Used to,
Have you had any run-ins as far as has there been somebody that has
Has
posted
there been backlash?
any
Yeah.
backlash on anything you've ever said on stage?
No.
Now, when you're writing, do you consider that stuff before? Not gonna- when you're writing for your comedy, do you have to consider that stuff? Like, how will this be taken? Whereas when you first started, I'd imagine it was a lot different when you were writing.
No, it's I don't have those.
You don't.
I don't have thoughts of that are too conflicting. Or too controversial. I guess. I mean, there are some, but then I probably wouldn't do those.
Yeah.
But you might have done those 5 years ago. No. All right.
Whoosh.
Whoosh. That was time. You've never done anything really controversial?
You make it sound so not cool.
No, but
only because
I do music and
I know.
like music and a lot of sex jokes and
But I'm talking about that. Even the fact that you do sex jokes and things like that, you don't think that we live in a different time now than when you started in 94 or 97?
I was kind of worried once that whole Me Too started because, my whole thing has been take your panties off.
Right.
But there's also a movement for take your panties off. It's more of it's not
Empowerment.
It's not having to do with actually taking the pants. It's the moment where you like, let's say you kissing her belly and then she lifts up her stomach so you can take the pants off. It's that moment of going.
Wait.
like, let's say you kiss, and when you get that consent moment when she's like, yeah, take your pants. And so that's when I say take your panties off. It's like, hey, you got a job interview, take your panties off, go get it. Go get that audition or whatever. So it's really about that, but it comes out very like, oh, he's talking about sex.
I didn't take it that way. She lifted her stomach?
You know how a woman lifts her body up? Or wowie.
Why are you laughing, Jackie?
So uncomfortable this whole podcast. I've been I think like 80% of this podcast I've been uncomfortable.
Why?
I don't know.
December 14th.
Yeah. Yeah.
October 24th.
23rd?
5th.
5th.
My daughter was born October 24th. My other daughter was born October 24th.
Wow.
Right.
Are you also on what was I just asking? What was the
Edibles?
Caroline? No.
Today? Are you
what
high?
was the
Are you high?
thing, the Cameo?
I'm not on Cameo.
You're not on Cameo?
Do you do Cameo?
Do I?
No.
No. Do you?
No.
I
Only-
saw that a lot
OnlyFans?
of your castmates from The Office do
Yeah.
Cameo.
It's I dabble with the thought. They hit me up a lot, and shout out to Cameo. I'm sure they're great. They hit me up to be on there. I don't know. I just it's a lot. I feel like
No, I don't do. I'll tell you the thing. For me, and I'm not knocking anybody who's on there, but it felt like I was just segueing into being Chuck E. Cheese. Right? Isn't that what it is? Like,
Well,
I'm
the
going to say
top-
happy birthday to you.
The top performing Cameo people are some of your old castmates from The Office.
yeah. I saw
Who's
Brian Baumgartner made
Yeah.
like $1 million or something
Yeah.
like that.
It's
did?
nothing
1
to
year.
joke about. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do OnlyFans,
Yeah.
and I do it. Have you done that?
Yeah, I have OnlyFans every day at 4 p.m. Pacific time. I stand over the camera and urinate right into the lens.
Oh.
Okay, cut that part out.
No. No. I'm not. I'm not gonna. I'm telling you.
4 p.m. Pacific.
I'm gonna cut out just the time so people would. This way, we'll just edit 4 p.m. and let people try to find it. Look for Craig's golden hour. You are so fucking funny. You really are. You're really a treat and
Look
a good
who's
human
freaking
being.
talking, bro. Come
What?
on. Look who's talking. Look who's talking. You.
Oh, I didn't. I heard
Bro.
you talking, and then I didn't realize. I was trying to look around the room, but I realized the voice was coming from you.
calling me funny, bro. This,
But you are. You know that I enjoy.
You know what? I thought while I was at the Emmys, I was like, Howie should host this by himself. What is going on?
Oh, you're bringing up when I hosted it? Don't bring
I'm
up that. That's
talking
the
about-
worst
I'm
night of
talking
my.
about
That's the worst.
5 or 6 hosts that they had.
That was the worst night of my life. Do you
was
know
like,
that in
what-
show
I was
business?
like, what are they
Don't bring
doing?
that up. I'm gonna edit
Howie-
this out. That was the worst fucking night of my life in show business.
You know, he stayed in bed for 3 days.
I did.
He
After
stayed
that,
in bed for
I
3
tried to
days.
quit the day before. Why are you laughing at my
I tried
hell?
to quit.
I tried to quit. I tried to quit the day before the
What?
Emmys.
You called your manager and stuff. Was like, get me
I
out
did.
of this.
I called Michael Rotenberg and I said, please, this is horrible. This is going to be. And every year when the Emmys are about to air, there are articles that go the worst hosts in Emmy history, and I'm always on that list. And I was.
It was because there was nobody else who could generate what you did, and you were deferring, and you were, you know what I'm saying, you were, but it was, and I felt your pain because I was like, it was like being at a improv.
A bad improv.
Why you're enjoying my hell so much.
You wish that memory would just disappear, right?
Oh, it was horrible. It was horrible.
But
Just
the
see
point-
if the opening monologue from the 60th anniversary of the Emmys.
Was it the 60th?
Yeah. So
But
here's
this, I'm telling you, I knew you should have done it yourself.
Well,
Hey,
that
can
was
I
the
get
thing.
A cold water, is anybody?
yeah, cold water. He wants a water.
Please.
Can somebody hear that?
Thank you.
Get him a water. Oh, wait, maybe this is the 60th. It might be opening.
That's 2010. What year were you there? 2001.
Maybe 2010.
2008.
Yeah, this is it. I think. Is it?
I thought all of y'all came out at once.
Yeah, we did. So this maybe it's not 60th. Go, Howie
but-
Mandel hosts the Emmys.
Neil Patrick Harris said that
He was
you
there.
were a mess.
He said I was a mess.
Yeah.
So here's what it was. It was the first year that we were nominated. It was the first year that we were that the reality TV was going to be included in the Emmys, and I got nominated for a. There it is. There we are. And they called me.
Canadian
First of all,
Screen.
I don't want to host. And there we are. I don't want to host.
Thank you.
I've spent my public life.
Wait 1 second. So I didn't want to host, but and I don't think any of us wanted to host the Emmys. It's not a fun job. And they called us and they said, we're going to let the reality hosts host the Emmys. Everybody else said okay, and unless everybody says okay, then we're not going to do it. So I felt the pressure of,
Oh, man.
they said that Ryan Seacrest, Heidi Klum, Jeff Probst, everybody said okay. I wasn't going to say no. And then I kept saying, like, we have ideas, to the producers, like, this is like, and nobody was calling us back with ideas. I go, wouldn't it be funny if we were all on an island like Jeff Probst and we had cases like
that'd
the
been
thing and we would have.
Hysterical.
Right, but nobody wrote anything.
brilliant,
And
brother.
he wrote, I think the producer wrote himself this monologue shtick, which isn't even close to what I do. Hey, somebody's calling me.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, I have it right here.
I don't know who this is. Who's calling me?
Hi, this is an exclusive announcement from Costco Travel. Your telephone number was pre-selected to receive a complimentary stay in a 5-star hotel. For further details, press 0 now. If you wish to be placed on the do not...
I can't. I'll tell you the story in a minute. I've been placed. I would get.
Thank you for holding. My name is Chris. What are the pleasure of speaking? Thank you for holding. My name is Chris. What are the pleasure of speaking with?
It's Howie, Craig, and Jackie. This is the after show. He didn't want to. Chris didn't want to talk to us. So anyway, what I'm doing is
Telemarketers used to last so much longer than they do now.
I don't know what bothered him.
I don't know.
One time I pretended I was a girl on the phone,
Right?
and the dude got really like,
Forward.
no, he got real like mean, like he said, sounds like somebody's coaching you. I was like, no, what are you talking?
Whoa. Coaching you.
Because I was telling him, I was like, acting like I didn't know what he was talking about with the money that was owed or whatever. He's like, and he just got like he was just gonna tell this woman what to do.
Was this a bill collector?
Yes.
And that was your plan? I don't know what you mean. We're looking for Craig Robinson. He's not here now.
I was like, hello. One time I acted like I was getting sexual favors on the phone. I was like, yeah. Like, yeah, Mr. Robinson, yeah. I was like, what? How much?
Did you pay the bill?
Yeah.
Okay.
I pay my bills. Sometimes it takes a little longer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you didn't know you're getting paid over the summer.
I sure did not. That was a beautiful awakening up to. I was like, this goes on all summer.
So then they never wrote us it's not a good story, but it was horrible because all of a sudden I was on stage with 5 other people who are very
talented,
but we all have very different talents.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
and I don't know how to do shtick in a group. Like, you're right, it was like a bad improv show, except they don't want any improv. And we kept saying, well, are you coming up with something? Can we film something? Because a lot of these award shows
for sure.
have pre-filmed openings, dance numbers.
You had nothing coming up to the stage?
He gave us a script, and it would be like Tom Bergeron says something, and the guy, well, you can't do that. You know, like it was like, you know, and then it's me and Tom Bergeron, and then we're supposed to look at Heidi and go, you look sexy. And I go, but this is so, the way I make a living is selling hard tickets to my comedy show. This is nothing like the comedy I do, and I don't want to be in front of, 10 million people doing this comedy. I'm a comedian. I think I have a lot to lose. So I think I said that we're not going to read the teleprompter. Do you have the monologue here? Play it for a second. No, it's not there. It's just a picture.
Howie Mandel. For Project Runway, Heidi Klum. For American Idol, Ryan Seacrest. For Survivor, Jeff Probst.
Oh, this is just me finding out I'm losing, and it was Jeff Probst.
Heidi, Simon said you have a coldness about you that he can't quite put his finger on. But
stop it. This is okay. This was just it's not our opening monologue, but it was horrible. And then
can we please find it now?
Find
the
the
opening monologue.
Opening monologue of this. See if you can find it. Let me know.
60th primetime Emmy.
Yeah. So what was funny is, and then I brought my family to the Emmys, and then they have that ball afterwards, and the guy goes, there was somebody from the press there, and went, that didn't seem to go well. What do you think the problem was? And I said, well, there were 5 hosts. 5 hosts. And everybody knows in order to make it work, it takes 7. 7. So we were too short. But it was horrible. Horrible. I don't think, does it exist? I think they burned it.
No one's even answering.
No, she's on the phone? I think she's on the phone. Oh, she's looking.
Oh.
I don't know. I can't tell.
Well, hopefully for your
You
sake,
could talk to us. There's an open mic.
We're searching.
We're searching now. I was
Searching now? We've been asking for...
I was receiving a phone call. Someone's here. I'm sorry.
Somebody's here. Oh, they were taking phone calls. Sometimes we do the podcast. Sometimes somebody's here.
Sometimes,
we can't do the
telemarketers
podcast when somebody's... we just get sidetracked. This is... thank God this didn't happen during the actual show.
Yeah.
And in the after show.
That would have been... I'd have been on with my agent.
But you were there in the audience?
Yes.
And what did you think? What were you thinking?
He told you what he thought.
It was a long monologue. It was a long show.
Yeah.
Me and Heidi talk about it a lot because I work with her on AGT. She hated the night. I don't think any one of us enjoyed the night. It was, and I felt like this is the end of my career in front of everybody that I loved, everybody that I wanted to work with.
You were even introducing Steve Martin at one point too, right? Who's like your hero.
Yeah, he's my idol. He's my Steve Martin to me is like Judy Carter to you. I think he was in the back. I think he was in the back of the car. Were you in the back of the car?
Steve Martin?
Yeah.
Look, that's the guy that was in the back of the car.
That's not him.
That's not him?
that was one of them.
He might have been there for one.
You don't remember. You were hot.
What's his name? His name was like Chad or something.
Who was in the back of the car?
Richard Brown.
Richard Brown.
Yeah.
Does that sound right?
Richard
Rich Had Brown.
Oh, Richard Brown.
See?
Okay. Anyway, that's who was in the back.
It's an imposter.
So we have somebody here now. What I wanted to talk about more. What else did I want to? I've been thrown off. We had a real strict plan of what we wanted to talk about. What do you want to plug? You want to plug
I did see his new show. You know, he's on his new show with your friend Tim Bagley.
I love Tim Bagley.
Oh my God. Then we could do a whole another podcast on the love for Tim Bagley.
You know what I want to tell you about? Because I want Tim Bagley on here. You know what you should ask him if you want to hear the most amazing stories? Do you know what he did before he was the actor?
Dancer.
Before that.
He was a what?
He was the butler at the Playboy Mansion.
Oh dear God, yes, Tim.
Do you know about this?
I did not know that. I know he
and
danced.
he was the guy they called into the room to clean up the room after. Yes. He saw things and has names that you.
Bro, I love Tim. I can show you our text. It's a bromance.
I'll call him. Right now. I'm going to call him
Let's
right now.
both call and see who answers. No,
I'm telling you that let's call Tim. Watch this. I'm going to call Tim right now. FaceTime on a podcast is not great. I want to hear him really good. But I could do FaceTime. Let me see.
All you have to do is type in T on the top, and then you can find it.
See, I don't even know how to do anything.
I'm not bag.
Here he is. Let's see. Tim Bagley. This is good. Quiet time. Let's see.
Hello.
Tim.
Yes.
Howie Mandel.
Hi, Howie.
How are you? Guess who I'm sitting with here?
Rich Thurber.
Well, he's behind there. He's in the control booth. I'm on my podcast right now with my daughter. Okay. I'll do a clue, and you gotta guess who this is. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Teaching bank stuff.
Wait, say it again.
Teaching
This is great.
bank stuff.
Teaching bank stuff.
Teaching bank stuff.
Yes. This game is going great.
I don't know from that clue.
Give another clue.
How about work together twice?
Is somebody coaching you?
Yes.
I feel like a bill collector.
I need another clue.
Yeah, this is
Halloween. Halloween party.
Halloween party. Tony Sepulveda?
Halloween party. Guest who came but left.
Well, that's not a hint.
Craig.
But that's not hints. It's just basically telling somebody who you are.
What's up, Tim? How you doing, buddy?
Craig Robinson.
Yes. You guys doing a show together, right?
Yes.
So Tim, and for those that don't know, Tim is an amazing actor who was a semi-regular.
I concur.
What?
I vouch.
Yeah. I told him that what he has to do, and this is what I want you to come on the podcast and tell about, before you were an actor.
Before you were a dancer, or after, I guess.
No, it's before, right?
Yes.
Yes. You were a butler.
Yes, at the Playboy Mansion.
And you have amazing stories, right?
Yes. I would love to come on the podcast and talk about it.
Just right now, tell Craig, because he's got to know who he's working with. Without using names, you walked into a room and saw what?
Well, I can tell you this. There was my very first day, I had to deliver 2 enemas and 2 douches up to bedroom 4. And I knocked on the door, and a famous man opened the door, and he was very hairy, and he was wearing a towel. And there were 2 girls in the bed. And I went back to the pantry, and I said to the head butler, "Do you know who that was in bedroom 4? And I don't want to give too much away. Let me just say that he was hobbled in the movie Misery. And
you knew the girls too.
And exactly. And the butler said to me, "Yeah, Jimmy likes his girls clean." And yeah, that was the first day. So that was kind of, and I remember thinking, well, Tim, what did you think this job would be?
So okay. So you'll come on once and tell more of the stories, right?
Yeah, I'd love to come on and tell.
And you'll use names. We don't have to guess who was hobbled in misery.
I know. It's not. It's anybody can figure that out. But especially since I said Judy.
I just don't know when you're with a woman, and maybe because I'm married, and maybe you know, because we're talking about Craig is in between
girlfriends.
Like, at what point do you say, like, if that's what you like, I need you to clean both areas. I need you to have like an enema and a douche. Like, how do you bring that up to somebody?
Well, I think that if you're staying at the Playboy Mansion in bedroom 4, all bets are off, and you can pretty much say whatever it is that you're looking for, I guess.
But one of those girls became famous, right?
Oh, no, I don't know who the two girls were. I don't,
because you told me stories about people that are famous.
Oh, yeah,
girls.
No. Oh yeah.
Do you like Craig? Do you like your girls douched and enema?
It depends.
That's a whole different thing. That's diapered. Depends, pampered, or whatever you want to call it.
It depends. It depends.
Depends. He was just talking about getting their panties off, which is just a whole other thing. But Tim, great talking to you.
Craig was talking about that?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think Craig has a hard time getting people to take their panties off.
Why? What have you seen, Tim?
I haven't seen anything, but Craig is very smooth. Craig is he's got a smooth game. He knows, believe me, I see women around him and they all are like, he's, I don't know what he's telling you, but he's not having any trouble getting girlfriends.
I appreciate that, Tim.
All right.
Hey, love you, Tim.
Love you too, Tim.
Love you too.
Talk to you soon.
Okay, Howie, give me a call and I'll come on and talk about being a butler at the Playboy Mansion.
That would be amazing.
And then about when were you a dancer, before or after the butler?
I was a dancer. Let's see. It was actually after. No, it was after I was a butler.
Are there videos of you dancing? Like if we go on YouTube and go to Tim.
No. I was a dancer before I was butler because I was a dancer right out of college.
Are there videotapes of Tim Bagley dancing? If we
but I have.
He's got pictures
of me dancing. I don't even think they had videotapes back then.
What kind of dancing?
What kind of dancing did you do?
I danced with Mitzi Gaynor for a year and then with Anne Margaret for one summer.
Wow.
Like
at her house or just Anne Margaret would sit in her chair and go, "Dance for me. It's summer, Tim. It's summer. It's June 21st. Start dancing."
They both did, their own acts.
Vegas shows.
And then they would have like young men, singer dancers, behind them.
All right. Well, you'll come on our show. You'll dance for us. You'll tell us stories, and you'll regale us with your history.
And also, Craig, your disguised voice was really creepy.
Thank you.
Now you sound like a bill collector. Do you know that Craig? Do you know that Craig was inspired to do stand-up comedy from Judy Carter?
The book, Judy Carter.
Really?
Stand-up.
Yes. Do you remember Judy Carter?
I know Judy Carter, sure.
Right. And would you think that now that you know Craig, would you think that that's where he learned all his?
Well, no, I think that. No, I'm surprised by that, but I also think that Craig takes stuff from everybody. Like figures out what he's inspired by from a lot of different places.
Because his knowing you, that now I know where his dance moves come from. Tim Bagley. All right, Tim.
And also, that he's a pianist, right? Like he majored in what was it like? Was it concert piano?
Choral or keyboard. It was like It was piano, but it was chorus. And it was for teaching school.
And what school was that?
Illinois State University, and got my master's degree at St. Xavier in Chicago.
Yes, and who was one of your classmates?
Is this going someplace?
Sean Hayes was my classmate in Illinois State.
Yes.
We should just call Tim every time we want to do an interview with someone.
Thank you. Thank you for getting it out of him. We've been trying for an hour.
Okay.
I thought it was going to be like Brishnikov or something, like Yitzhak Perlman. Sean Hayes was in his music class. All right.
No, Sean Hayes and they're both brilliant pianists.
Okay.
And a lot of people don't know that.
Thank you, Tim.
No, a lot of people. And you know what? Even after this, still a lot of people aren't going to know that.
Okay.
Talk to you later.
Fair enough.
Take care, Tim.
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye, guys.
Bye.
Oh, gosh.
That's funny. I can't thank you enough for coming by today. You want to play piano a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a keyboard that you can bring
I do
in?
have a
And you'll play us out for the end of the podcast? That's how we'll...
They're all scrambling.
No, there's probably something we could talk.
You have dates coming up too, right?
Yes.
Yes, say the dates.
Oh, can I look at my...
No, you can't look.
Ah.
Guess the dates.
Look at my schedule.
Wow, the song stylings of Craig Robinson,
Let's see,
who studied with the amazing Sean Hayes.
Julie 7th. July 7th through 9.
July 7th?
Through
That's
9.
in 2 days. This is going to be, that's where you were.
Royal Oaks, Michigan. Oh, okay.
Royal Oaks, Michigan.
Royal Oaks, Michigan.
Yeah, that's where you
Mark
were.
Ridley Comedy Club. I was at Mark Ridley's Comedy
How did it go?
It was phenomenal.
It really was.
Fantastic.
Right.
When I tell you, they came out, sold out the show, stood up.
Wow.
It was-
Let's just reminisce about it for a second.
Hey. And then 7/14 through 7/17, Charlotte, North Carolina.
7/17, which is, that's going to be.
Sunday. That's a Sunday.
That might. I don't think. When is this going to air?
7/21 through 7/23.
Does that work now?
Salt Lake City.
You turn that on?
Well,
You
where
can-
can
7/28 through 7/31.
anything in August?
where can they find your dates?
8/4 through 8/7, Nashville Zanies.
Well, that.
Okay.
Do we go to CraigRobinson.com?
8/11 through 8/14.
It's not gonna stop.
Omaha. 8/18 through 8/20.
Can't stop him.
OKC.
Can't stop him.
8/25 through 8/28. Portland Helium.
There's no stopping him.
And the last I'll say is 9/8 through 11. Stress Factory. 9/15 through 9/18.
9/11, you'll be at the Stress Factory.
Yes,
9/11, you will be singing at the Stress Factory.
Man, how we say it and it just appears. Look at this.
Yeah.
A whole keyboard.
So we have a keyboard here. Wow.
You're talking away. I don't know what I'm to say. I'll say it anyway. The day's another day to find you shining away. I'll be coming for your love, okay? Come on. Take on me.
Take on me.
Take me.
Thanks for being here.
My pleasure.
Boom. That was great.
What?